thunderstorm activity is possible Sunday night through Thursday. At this time, the risk for severe weather appears low. Forecast rainfall for this period is generally between 0.10 and 0.50 inches. Spotter information statement. Spotter activation should not be needed tonight or Friday. This is NOAA All Hazards radio station KIH 61 in Omaha, Nebraska. The current time is 9:02 p.m. Central Daylight Time. Now for the official National Weather Service forecast for the Omaha and Council Bluffs area. Rest of tonight, increasing clouds. Lows in the upper 60s. South winds 5 to 10 miles an hour. Friday, hot, sunny. Highs in the mid-90s. South winds 10 to 15 miles an hour with gusts up to 25 miles.
Alrighty, my friends, what is going on, guys? And hope y'all are having a wonderful Thursday evening here for today. Hope you guys are doing great out there. Welcome to the members only live stream. As a special thanks to our members out there, I want to go ahead and give everyone a warm welcome here for today. Hope y'all are doing all right. So, first of all, I want to go ahead and say a special thanks to our members, Tricia. I think I say that right here. I know I said it wrong before. Scott, thank you so much for being a member. Moo, Team Kenny, Daniel, Miss Anonymous 617, Chris the Hurricane Tracker, Sarah Terry, Devin Zane, Shelly Webster, let's see, Portland Trailblazers TV, Tornado Analysis, Frank Barber, Dazzle Light 822, A Ridimus, and Alec Henry. Thank you all for becoming members here on the channel. And as a special thanks for you guys, we are doing a members only live stream for today. Anyone is able to watch it, but only members can get personal forecasts. If you guys would be interested in that, we have the link right there pinned in chat. Actually, no, we don't. But anyways, it's right there, the first link in the description. You guys can check that out if you all want to become members. Anyways, guys, welcome. Hope y'all are doing great here. Glad to have y'all here. Let's see. Chris says, Chris Hurricane Tracker says, hello. What's up, man? Hope you're doing all right. Glad to have you here, my friend. So I tell you what, without further ado, guys, let's go ahead and dive back on into it. So I don't know if you guys have seen my video I did for today. I did a little bit of an update on the weather surrounding, new weather pattern getting ready to emerge across portions here of the country. As you know, obviously we could expect a lot more different conditions than we have in the past here. Anyways, but Chris, if you want me to look at a specific location, let me know, man, and it will be here for you guys. Like I said, tag down your zip code, and we got you guys covered. But anyway, so first off, I just want to go ahead and show you all what's currently happening here in the weather world. Like I said in the video, guys, we are seeing lots and lots of rain showers and storms that is ongoing here across the southwestern side of the United States here. This is going to be continuing really over the next few days. But anyways, you know, this could really be continue over the next few days, and this obviously will cause localized flooding, as the Weather Prediction Center has issued a excessive rainfall risk for a lot of these locations here. So this is going to be continued not just for today or not tonight, but actually for tomorrow as well. But anyways, let's see here. Devin says, welcome. What's up, Devin? How am I this evening? I'm doing all right, Devin. Hope you're doing good as well. Thank you for joining us here. And also our mods. You guys can have personal forecasts too. Devin, if you want me to look at a specific location, let me know, man. We are here for you guys. I'm not even sure if super chats would work. I really don't know if super chats work, but I mean, maybe they might work for the normal people who are not a member. I don't know, but if you obviously if you did end up trying that, it's a possibility. It's definitely a possibility. But anyway, so like I said, y'all, hope y'all are doing great here for today. Hope you guys are doing all right, and glad to have you guys here for today, y'all. So let's just go ahead and jump on into it. Like I was telling you guys, as of right now, like I said, we are currently watching that flooding I was telling you all about. But like I said, we're seeing a big old weather pattern shift. We're going to start to see a bit of different conditions beginning to emerge here. Let's go see Daniel. Thank you so much for the $1 super chat, my man. Daniel says hello. What's up, Daniel? Hope you're doing all right. Moo says, hey, everyone. What's up? What's up, you guys? Welcome to the live stream. Hope y'all are doing great here. But anyway, so like I said, obviously we're starting to see this jet stream really start to kind of get in a kink here. And really starting to move in a pretty odd direction. We have a lot of ridging here. Like I said, a lot of high pressure will be in place across portions here of the central country. It's going to be relatively clear for the next several days across a lot of these locations. Area of low pressure is set to develop here. There you go. Thank you so much there, Daniel, for that. Like I said, it's usually a little bit slow, but once again, man, thank you so much, Daniel. Greatly appreciate it, my man. But like I said, we're seeing this big old weather pattern shift here. Like I said, obviously, we are seeing the jet stream doing a big old roller coaster motion. And like I said, it's going to cause lots of different weather for lots of different people here. So obviously we are going to probably still see a decent amount of hot temperatures over the next few days across portions here of the central U.S. I mean, when isn't that the case? I mean, when isn't that happening? But basically, the hot temperatures is going to continue for the next while. So do not expect that to change anytime soon here. Same thing for, like I said, the storm that's expected to be tracking its way down here over the next few days. I'll go ahead and show you guys exactly what we are talking about. Anyways, let's go ahead and switch on over here really quickly. I do want to show you something before we start to dive into the personal forecast part. Like I said, if you guys want me to if you guys want a personal forecast, like I said, first link in the description is how you become a member here. But anyways, so let's go ahead and switch on over here to towards the Midwest view. We're going to pull up the NAM 3-kilometer model here for the extended range here, or I wouldn't say the extended range. I say the short range here. So let's go ahead and grab up the reflectivity. So here we go. So here's the model. Here's what we're looking at here as of right now. If we do track down here in time, you will notice that we are expected to get a little bit of storm and shower activity across portions here of maybe in portions here of southeastern North Dakota and through portions of Minnesota for tomorrow. Kind of expected around actually the early morning hours, so really not too far away from now. Tracking its way down here continually here to the east, or pretty much to the southeast here. Now, like I was telling you guys, back on the main screen, like I said, the jet stream is altered on a southeasterly motion. It's on a slope here. It's going down. Like I said, it's a big old roller coaster ride. So all those storms is going to be tracking their way here down to the southeast because that's the way that the storm, or that is the way that the jet stream is pushing them. So obviously that is kind of the motion we are expecting to occur here over the next little bit. But anyways, so yeah, that's what's going on. Let's go ahead and get into the personal forecast, y'all. Let's go and see here. Let's see. Moose says storms over me. Let's go ahead and take a look at you really quickly. I do know that I know exactly where you're at, and it does look like, yeah, there is a bit of storm activity that is ongoing here. Let's turn on the data. Turn on reflectivity to see what's going on towards your location. It does look like there is a storm just to your southwest currently happening here, but there is some good news, like I was telling you guys, or you specifically there, Megan or Moo. So basically, for today, I mean, literally, there is no severe weather threat out there for today. We actually are seeing, though, a generalized thunderstorm risk, which is basically saying, hey, maybe there's a chance we could see a few showers, a few storms be possible here for today, but severe weather is not expected to occur. But anyway, so that is kind of what we are looking at. Tanya with the $5 super chat. Thank you, man. Let's go see. Supermoon is tonight causing some minor coastal flooding near me, by the way. Well, stay safe there, Tanya. Once again, thank you, man, for the super chat. Greatly appreciate it. Special shout out goes to Tanya today. Thank you so much, Tanya. Once again, there you go. Just now starting to pop up here. Thank you so much, Tanya. It means a lot, man. And thank you so much once again. But yeah, so Megan, here's the thing. Like I said, no really severe storms is expected for today for you. Tomorrow, same thing, nothing really expected. So there's no organized severe thunderstorms expected for the next 3 days. However, from now until, so Thursday until Saturday here, we are seeing the possibility of a few showers, a few storms that could occur. Like I was talking about, you guys, in the southwest, we're going to see multiple rounds of showers and storms over the next several days, which could honestly, indeed, cause a big problem here down the line. So, like I said, in regard to flooding is a pretty decent potential here across the southwest here over the next few days. So we'll need to continue watching that here. But anyways, so that's kind of what we are looking at there for you, my friend. Now let's go ahead and switch on over to the models really quickly, like we usually do. And then after that, I see that, let's go and see here. Devin wants me to look at what Saw. Chris wants me to look at New York. Okay, we'll take a look at that right now. I can tell you right now, Chris, though, New York City is not supposed to see any severe weather over the next few days as well. Honestly, the severe weather has actually been kind of more on a downtrend, which is obviously some great news. I mean, obviously, we've been dealing with lots of it for the last several months, but obviously, that is, that's kind of the good news there. But anyways, let's go ahead and switch on back here to the models. This is for Megan here. Like I said, obviously we can expect several rounds of showers and storms over the next few days for you. Like I said, generalized severe weather is not expected. We're not expecting any severe weather to occur. The temperature forecast in regard to the NAM model, we are expecting those temperatures to get down into the 60s, maybe even the 70s here for tonight. Heating back up here quite warm, not as warm as usual, maybe up into portions of the lower 80s being possible here. So that is kind of actually what we are talking about. Anyways, but that is indeed what we are seeing here. That is what we are looking at here at the moment. So we're just going to continue to watch it here over the next little bit. Let's see here. All right, so let's go see Tano with another super chat saying, also, Andrew, did I look at my mod application? I did not see your mod application. I will get to it after the live stream, though. Got you covered. I didn't even see it, actually. So yeah, I'll get to it after the live stream here. So I'll definitely have to take a look at that. Let's see. So, yeah, Chris, New York is not supposed to get any severe weather here. Let's go ahead and see here. Weather for Wausau, Wisconsin, my cousins. Okay, so here we go. So, Devin, for you, my friend, like I was telling you, yeah, there it goes right there. Just now starting to come through. Once again, thank you so much, Daniel. It means a lot, man. But like I was telling you, is essentially as we move here towards the Wausau location here, for today, we're not really expecting anything too crazy to happen. As of right now, you can actually see there's really nothing on the radar here. Relatively clear skies across portion here, the region. Let's see here. Devin says, hey there, everyone. And hey, Andrew, what's up, Devin? Hope you're doing all right, my man. Thank you for joining us today. Hope you're doing all right. Glad to have you here. But anyway, so yeah. So, like I was saying, there's really not much happening here in Wisconsin in general. Wausau is definitely far away from seeing anything. Tomorrow, though, possibility of a few showers, a few storms could exist. Nothing too crazy is expected. No generalized or no severe weather is expected here. Moving into Saturday, kind of the same possibilities here. Maybe a few showers, a few storms could indeed be a possibility here. So that is kind of indeed what we are watching there. But anyways, that is right now. Like I said, for today, for tonight, nothing's expected. Relatively clear skies is expected to be a possibility. But like I said, as that storm system does start to develop here for tomorrow, we are going to start to see those clouds build in, obviously, and we are going to start to see, obviously, you know, some more storms. That is going to be a possibility. But anyway, so yeah, that's what we're looking at. That is indeed what we are actively watching here as of right now when it comes to that. Like I said, if you guys want a specific forecast, tag me down your zip code, and we got you covered here. Let's see here. Megan says, whoa, really? Dang, I'm excited for the cool down. Well, obviously, yeah, it's going to be a little bit more cooler, as we did actually look on the Climate Prediction Center's outlook. The last time we did a members forecast, I believe, was Monday. I think we did one on Monday here for an update. This is the update, you know, the update live stream for you guys. But obviously, I think when we looked at your place last time, it was definitely a little bit more cooler than expected. We can actually pull that up here really quickly. I'm just kind of curious to see what the Climate Prediction Center has now for the next few days. Let's just take a look at the whole entire United States based off of this. So here's precipitation outlook over the next week, from this week into the next week. Wow. Okay, honestly, it's really not as bad as I was thinking here. So basically, where the green is showing above average precipitation for this time of the year. Obviously, the brown is kind of showing different. You know, honestly, the latest outlook here from the Climate Prediction Center for this update, for this week and the next week, a little bit more rain is expected to occur across portions here of the southwest for the most part. Slightly above average rainfall could occur across the eastern coast of the United States too. But like I said, we could see a lot more rain than usual here over the next 2 weeks, from this week into next week here, honestly, for the next little bit. But anyways, that is kind of interesting. That is honestly really interesting here. We also do have ourselves a little bit more drier conditions being possible across portions here of Montana into portions of North Dakota. But like I said, that's kind of what we are seeing here as of now. Anyways, quite interesting to look at here. We bring this into next week, into the week after here. You can actually start to see, I mean, yeah, those same conditions are relatively same there. A little bit more precipitation across the southern U.S. versus the north. You know, where it's going to be a little bit more drier here. So I tell you what, let's go ahead and take this to the temperature outlook here. Now, this is what I was looking at. So this is actually a brand new update I'm just now noticing here from the Climate Prediction Center. So yeah, for you, Megan, you are right there on a gradient line. You can actually see there, which was pretty nuts. You can actually see here, there's a big old gradient here. So this side of the states here on the far western side is likely to see more above average temperatures here over the next, from this week into next week here, which is going to be quite interesting to see. So obviously we're kind of, you know, reversing roles here across a lot of the country here. It actually looks like it's going to be cooling down a little bit more cooler for portions. Like I said, don't let that fool you though. We're still expecting summertime temperatures, but like I said, a little bit more cooler than usual, or that we have been seeing over the last little bit here, especially towards like the Tennessee, Ohio Valley. Wow, looking very, a little bit more cooler there, which that is kind of interesting from this week into next week. Let's go ahead and grab for next week and the week after here in regard to the temperature outlooks here. Kind of the same thing. I mean, so maybe for the mid to later portion of August, at least according to the Climate Prediction Center models, we might be seeing a pretty decent cool down across a lot of the country here. That might be a big possibility. But anyways, wow. Let's go ahead and see here. Thanks, says Devin. You're welcome. Daniel says, what are the chances of rain in Rhode Island here over the next week? Because currently we have severe to an extreme drought over here. That's actually a good question here. So I tell you what, for that, we're going to switch over to the models. Obviously, for something like that, we want to look at it for the models here. So let's go ahead and pull up the models for you, my friend. And let's switch over there here right now. So, obviously, we're looking at the NAM 3-kilometer model for right now. Obviously, you want to look at the rain chances. So we're going to pull up the reflectivity view here. So as we are here for today, you know, honestly, from what it kind of shows here, maybe a few showers could get close to Rhode Island here for later on, maybe even tonight. Obviously, as we start to go into those night hours. But for the most part, I'd say it's kind of more of a 50-50 shot here. Tomorrow, it's not really looking like that is expected to happen here. Let's actually downgrade a run here because it goes a little bit further. But anyway, so yeah, possibility that maybe a shower or two could occur according to this model, but I'd say it's more likely not to happen than to happen. Tomorrow, relatively dry here. Same for the next 2 days. I mean, it doesn't really look like anything's expected to happen here for you over the next few days. So obviously, just we'll just play it by ear. As of right now, it's looking like it's going to probably remain dry for a little bit longer. So, honestly, I hate to say that to you, but that's what it looks like. That's kind of what it looks like here for me. Anyways, so Swansea Devin says, Tuesday was your last members live stream. Oh, I thought it was Monday. Yep, I guess it might have been Tuesday, yeah. But anyways, it's good. Every single 3 days or so we do this. And yeah, so Thursday. So this would have been day before yesterday. Still, great time to update you guys. Great time to give you guys personal forecasts. So like I said, to my members and mods out there, if you guys want a personal forecast, tag me down a zip code. If you guys are joining us today, and obviously, like I said, I know this is for our personal members here. Like I said, this is for our members. Let's say thanks. Like I said, if you guys do want to become a member, it doesn't matter what level it is. They're pretty cheap right now. Like I said, right now, you can go ahead and check out the first link in the description. Right there, you can see where it says become a member today, access cool mini perks. And this is one of the perks that you guys can unlock by becoming a member here is getting personal forecasts for your location. We take a look at the next 3 days in regard to thunderstorms. We dive into models and we look at temperatures and overall conditional forecasts. So if you guys would be interested in that, let me know. Like I said, obviously the forecast is, or obviously our memberships are down there. It's if you guys would like to become a member as of right now. Like I said, current levels here, let me actually double check on them real quickly. I think they're as cheap as like $1 a month right now. I'm pretty sure. Anyways, I don't think it'll let me pull it up. Maybe not. We'll see. Maybe. Okay, here we go. So if we click join. So like right now, the tropical storm criteria, actually the tropical storm membership here, we actually have 6 different levels. We have tropical storm, which is $1.49 on sale, 50% off here right now. Then it's $2.99 a month. Category 1 is $2.49 right now, so pretty cheap here. Obviously each perk has its, obviously each level has its own perks here. Category 2, $4.99 a month. 3 is $19.99 a month for the super supporters here. Category 4 is $49.99 a month, and for the mega supporter here, this is $4.99 a month. So, like I said, obviously we have some pretty cheap ones. If you guys do want to check that out and get personal forecasts, like I said, it does not matter basically what level you are to get personal member forecasts. Like I said, each level does have its own perks. Anyways. But yeah, so I just want to go ahead and say, y'all, thank you for joining us for today. Hope you guys are doing all right. And like I said, y'all, if you need anything, make sure to let me know. So, like I was mentioning here in our video just a little bit ago, like I was saying, we are watching the tropics here on the eastern side of the Pacific Ocean. We are actively watching ourselves, a system that could become active over the next little bit here. We are actually watching this thing has a 70% chance of formation over the next 5 days. So basically from here until, I believe, Monday or Tuesday. Today being Thursday, so Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Actually, no, Tuesday. Yep, Tuesday. So from now until Tuesday, there's a 70% chance that this thing will likely be a tropical system here, and a 70% chance over the next 2 days as well. So anytime here, this is expected to become a tropical cyclone here over the next little bit. Now, there's some good news here. Obviously, a lot of model agreement is taking place here, as we can actually see here. Most of them do have it tracking well to the west here, the majority of the models here. Now, staying away, far, far away from from the western side here of Mexico. Obviously, some great news in regard to that. So obviously, that's some great news that we want to hear. Is no impacts on locations here. Like I said, for the most part, it's looking relatively okay. But like I said, that is kind of what we are seeing here as of now. There is something I do want to show you guys here. We're going to bring this up over here. Here is the storm we're watching here. This is 90E. This is the system that we are watching. Now, here we go. Here's the forecast models like I was telling you guys about. Here is the current tracking to the northwest here for the most part. A lot of agreement going on here. Like I said, staying away from a lot of areas of land. These little island chains, I really don't think the population is even there. I really don't think that I really don't think there's much population at all across those locations. But anyways, but yeah. So obviously, like I said, in regard to things, it's staying relatively far away from areas of land here. Now, here is the overall guidance here of how strong this system could indeed get. Like I said, about half the models have this thing driving its way into, well up into the tropical storm criteria here. So for the most part, I'd say it's most likely, I'll give that 70% chance that this thing could turn into a tropical storm here over the next few days. Now, there is only two models out of all these models we have here that has it going up into hurricane strength. I'd say that's kind of an unlikely scenario here. I would honestly say that is quite unlikely. We'll continue watching it. We'll continue to monitor its progress and stuff like that. We'll see how this is going to play out. But like I said, we'll just see how this approaches. But anyways, let's go and see here. Jim, thank you so much for subscribing. Greatly appreciate it, my man. I know you guys couldn't see it on the stream here. I have that turned off, but I can actually see it here on my end. Thank you so much there, Jim. Greatly appreciate it, my friend. But like I was saying, that is kind of what we're looking at here. I mean, for right now, for the most part, moving well far away from areas here of land. The latest satellite imagery, yeah, you can really start to see that counterclockwise circulation really starting to wrap up here. The cool part is they act like a corkscrew. The top part of the storm actually rotates clockwise, while the bottom part rotates counterclockwise, which you can actually see here, the top venting and moving its way here to the northeast, which is really neat here. But if you look, you can start to see all that air being pulled in. And if you look down here, all those clouds moving down to the southeast, so you can see there's a bit of broad rotation, a bit of large rotation that is currently happening here. So obviously there is a lot more organization that is ongoing here. Lots and lots of, more organized showers and storms over the latest scan here. Obviously not too many of them popping off here, but still looking pretty decent. I'm not going to lie with you. I mean, it's looking relatively okay here. So I would honestly say, yeah, this thing definitely does have the possibility of forming into a tropical system here relatively soon. Right now, it's just a disturbance, and eventually this thing could turn into something down here. Anyways, let's see here. Tornado Analysis says, I'm here and I'm in New York City right now. So Tornado Analysis, do you want a personal forecast? Here towards the New York area. I'll go ahead and tell you right now, as we were looking into a similar location, kind of same as Daniel there. Like I was saying, for a lot of the northeast here over the next little bit, it's probably going to be a little bit more dry. At least what the forecast models are showing us, not really anything too crazy is expected over the next several days. So we're going to continue to watch it. I tell you what, though, we're going to pull back up the models here. And I'm going to go ahead and show you something. We're going to pull up the NAM model. The latest NAM model here, actually the one that's, there's one coming out here. We'll go ahead and shoot back to the one before this. But anyways, let's go and move on here to the models really quickly. When it does come to this. So if we're looking here across the northeast over the next little bit, I mean, this is according to your NAM model. You can really see between, from today, a lot of rain is possibly off the coast of the northeast or, New England here. But honestly, for the most part, I mean, seriously, this is really not expecting much. For tomorrow into the day after here from the 13th and the 14th, we're really not expecting anything. Then it kind of looks like, according to the later portion of this model, maybe a little bit more rain, a little bit more of a rain system could drive its way in here for like the early 15th into the late 14th. It's a possibility. Obviously not really towards New York yet, but I would definitely consider this thing moving further. The GFS model does show a little bit of precipitation as well for portions here later on for portions of next week. So obviously it's going to be quite dry over the next, I'd say, 2 to 3 days here. But then it's going to probably shift back and maybe get a little bit more rain here over the next, few days here. But anyway, so that's kind of what we're looking at here. Relatively dry as expected across the northeast for the next little bit. Like I said, we are seeing a big weather pattern change here. As we take a look here at the country, like I was telling you guys, as we were looking, as we were literally looking there on our, first of all, our video, and obviously for today, like I said, we have a big altered jet stream, a big old mess. So basically what's happening here is we have a lot of ridging going on, a lot of warm air being pulled up here from the Gulf of Mexico. Now what this usually does is it warms up the entire areas, the surrounding areas here. Like I said, also does have high, building in high pressure here. So across portions here, let's go ahead and remove that part. Let's go ahead and we'll go ahead and draw back our little thing here real quickly. Like I was saying, an altered jet stream here. So basically we have high pressure that is going to be in place across portions of the central country over the next several days here. It's going to be relatively dry and very, very hot across those locations as we're getting a lot of Gulf moisture, lots of Gulf heat. But like I said, for the most part, storms are not supposed to exist. But that's a different story for portions of the Southwest and actually moving into portions here of the Midwest here. We actually are watching a storm complex to be moving through here. But that is, that is kind of what we are looking at here. Let's go see Miss Anonymous is here. What's up? Hope you're doing all right. Glad to have you here, my friends. Thank you all for joining us for today. I hope you guys are doing all right. And if you have any questions, y'all, let me know. And like I said, if you guys do want to become a member and would like to get a personal forecast for your specific location, first link in the description is where you guys can check that out. Like I said, it's literally the cheapest one. It's like $1.40 or $1.40, yeah, $1.40 a month for the first time. Then I think it's like $2.99 after that for every month. So if you guys do want to check it out, no matter what level you are, you have access to personal forecasts. And obviously, the higher the level, the more, better perks that you do get, like personal, like early access to videos and shout outs and stuff like that. But anyways, so that's, if you guys do want to check that out, all that's in the description down below. But anyway, so like I was talking about, here's really the look here over the next little bit here for the nation. I mean, obviously, we have ourselves a little bit of instability across the southeast. Basically not just from today, but into tomorrow as well. It would not be impossible. I mean, literally would not conditionally be impossible if we did see a few more storms break out across portions of the southeast for tomorrow. Although, like I said, for the most part, they're not supposed to be severe. There is no severe weather risk here across the southeast for tomorrow. You can obviously see how a lot of that leading instability does actually build up into portions here of the southwest into the northwest here. And like I was saying, across the next few days, across these areas here in the in the Rockies, we have a pretty decent flooding potential. There is that flooding potential that is there. So obviously, in this case, a few localized showers and storms could occur. That's where the National Weather Service does, or the Storm Prediction Center does actually have that risk there here for tomorrow, in which we'll go ahead and take a look at that here right now back on my other screen here. So let's go ahead and switch on over this here for tomorrow, and we'll go ahead and show you guys exactly. So once again, you can see all this instability that's in place across the west. Now look at the outlook here from the Storm Prediction Center. You can actually see here that we have ourselves the generalized thunderstorm risk here for tomorrow across a lot of these locations here. And like I said, the generalized thunderstorm risk does include portions here of the southeast as well. So that's kind of what we're looking at. Honestly, that is kind of what we are seeing here. So a few storms and, showers could be possible across the southeast and the Rocky for tomorrow. So that is kind of what we are actively looking at here. Anyways, but moving on back here, guys, to the models here. Now we're going to take a look at the extended range here. Honestly, I've not really looked much about it. So obviously, a little bit more advection is going on here for portions of the 14th into the 15th. Yeah, a little bit of instability is across portions of the coastlines here. Maybe conditional, higher instability could be possible here for the 16th. But it doesn't look like wind shear is really going to be there. Okay, let's actually grab a sounding on that here really quickly. I know that, let's go ahead and turn on the whole screen view, but let's go ahead and grab a little sounding here. And I know you guys are not really going to know how to read this, but I'm going to be able to break this down very well by understanding this. Anyway, so yeah, a few thunderstorms could be possible. Definitely quite dry at the surface, so that could be a problem for thunderstorm formation here. Downdraft energy is there, so we could see maybe a few damaging wind gusts if storms does if it does materialize here. Wind shear is quite weak, especially towards the surface. I really don't have too many high hopes of severe thunderstorms being possible, but obviously maybe a few showers and storms could happen here for portions of the later portion of the 16th into the early 17th. Could be a possibility. Really here in the far extended range, really nothing is crazy. It kind of looks like a, cold front moving through here in the early portion of the 20s. But obviously at this point, this is like well past a week out. And once you start to get here, that's whenever, obviously things start to become a little bit sketchy. And so I really don't trust anything as far out as 5 or so days. Once you start passing the 5-day mark, that's whenever things start to become a little bit more sketchy, a little bit more, uncertain in regard to things. So obviously, that is kind of what we are looking at here as of right now. The temperature outlook, according to this model, is, like I said, obviously going to be quite warm across portions here of the central U.S. For tomorrow, we're talking temperatures as high up into the 110 mark in southeastern South Dakota. Like I said, we are watching an area of low pressure that is tracking its way down here, or is going to be tracking its way down here to the southeast, maybe delivering a little bit more rain across portions here of the Midwest being possible over the next little bit. Obviously, those temperatures are going to be soaring into well in the hundreds here across a lot of the country, across portions of, or a lot of the central U.S., across portions here of Nebraska, portions of Kansas, especially the northern section, and southeastern South Dakota, looking pretty steamy there in the 110 degree mark. That's according to your GFS model here. So tracking in here for the day after tomorrow, same thing, quite warm across the Midwest. Seriously, wow, look at all these temperatures here. Getting really, really hot here, which honestly, this is just a day in, day out thing. But, honestly, it's kind of looking like we might have a cool down in the far extended future here. But like I said, obviously, this is very, very, very far out here, which is, like I said, obviously pretty daggone far out here. It does show a lot of cooling happening towards the Ohio Valley. But this is well out far. Like I said, this is for August 24th. This is literally well more than 10 days away. I mean, this is literally what? So today's the 11th here. It would be 10 days from the 14th. So literally add 3 days to this. So it would be literally, what, like 13 days away? That's pretty nuts. So honestly, this is very, very far out, y'all. So obviously, we can't really trust this too much. But still, from what the latest GFS is showing is a lot of hot temperatures here across a lot of these locations over the next several days here. I mean, really, for like portions into this week. But like I said, according to the Climate Prediction Center, as we did look a little bit ago, it's honestly looking, I mean, seriously, it's honestly looking like things might be on a cool down after a while. We can actually pull up the climate forecasting system thing in regard to temperatures. Let's actually see here. I don't think this actually shows temperature here, but this does show severe weather potential here. Let's see. So we might be, okay, according to, far out in the climate models here, that's obviously kind of interesting here. But this is all the way into September, though. Obviously, this is still a long while away. It kind of just shows us in kind of an inactive weather pattern here for severe weather. Like I said, obviously, we are starting to see a little bit more of those trends starting to die down here. Obviously, that is some great, great news. We really don't want to deal with any more of that severe weather there. But it kind of shows like maybe an increase in possible severe weather for portions of September. I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm telling you, it's very far out, though. So, obviously, expect changes to happen here. Here's the previous model before that. Kind of showing the same thing. So, honestly, maybe a height. Yeah, so kind of still the same thing. I mean, for portions of September, especially for like the first week of September. I mean, according to not just the last one, but not just the last few models, but honestly, maybe an increase. We'll see across portions of the central U.S. and the Midwest here. But like I said, obviously it's still very, very, very way far out here, which honestly, it's, honestly, I'm not really, we're not really expecting anything too crazy in regard to severe weather to happen over the next while. So that's obviously some great news. We don't want to deal with any more severe weather. It's been pretty crazy. It's been pretty nuts here recently. But anyways, so that's kind of what we are actively seeing here when it comes to things here. But anyway, so yeah, that's what we're looking at, y'all. Here's the relative humidity. Just kind of diving down into the, more of the moisture content area here. Relatively dry here in the west. Obviously here for, the evening portions for tomorrow. Central U.S. the same thing. I mean, when isn't it dry? Across a lot of these locations here. I mean, obviously the southeast is always like really, really, really filled with moisture. But, that's just kind of what we're looking at here, guys. That's your, that's just kind of your overall range of, what we are expecting according to the models there. So that's a little bit of a model view for you guys. And like I said, to my members out there, the mods, throw me down some zip codes, and we'll definitely get you guys personal forecasts going. And like I said, if you guys would like to have a personal forecast, check out the first link in the description. Like I said, that's how you become a member on the channel. Like I said, we do this every single 3 days or so within the 3-day margin because we like to keep you guys updated on specific locations. So if you guys would be interested in having personal forecasts, you guys can check out that here in the description. But once again, y'all, thank you for joining us for today. And regardless if you're a member or not, thank you guys for being here. Greatly, greatly appreciate it, you guys. So, but yeah, so that is what we are talking about. Let's see here. Moose says, thank you so much. You're very, very welcome there. Glad to have you here. Devin says San Antonio. So let me look here in San Antonio, Texas, I'm guessing. Okay, so here's the thing. We're going to break this down for you here in San Antonio. So for today, you're right there on the boundary of seeing a few showers and storms. I'd say it's more unlikely than likely to happen here. Grabbing a look here at the current radar view in portions towards the nearby area. Obviously, there is some green here, but this is likely more cluttered than any rain showers. Bit of storm action. Bit of shower and storm action just south here of San Antonio. So that is kind of what we are actively seeing here for today. Overall, severe weather not expected. Now, tomorrow, we honestly could see maybe a little bit more storm and a little bit more shower action being possible. And then once we move here, the day after that, so this will be for, let's see, so today's Thursday, tomorrow's Friday, then Saturday. So this will be for Saturday here, kind of the same thing being possible. So honestly, for a lot of people here in, and a lot of people here in Texas absolutely need a lot of the rain there. But anyways, so yeah, over the next 3 days, we're not expecting anything severe to occur. No tornadoes, no hail, or damaging winds is expected to occur. Obviously, some great news for you. Now, we switch down here to the models. Once again, for you, my friend, we'll go ahead and grab up the NAM model here. Cross portions here of the Southern Plains. And let's go ahead and switch on over to that here right now. So like I said, guys, this is for the personal forecast here. So obviously, let's go ahead and take a look at this. So first of all, let's pull up precipitation here, the reflectivity over the next few days. And honestly, it's kind of showing. I mean, maybe even a few showers could happen here for tonight. But like I said, obviously, storm action is kind of expected out of the San Antonio region. Now, it's definitely not impossible. Now, for tomorrow, kind of the same thing. It looks like we're seeing an area of low pressure, a little low pressure system. I'm just now starting to notice here on the models, a little low. I mean, this is far away from being a tropical system, but far moving its way towards the Texas coast here. This looks like this is going to kind of maybe drive some more rain here for portions of the 13th into the 14th across the southern portion. So maybe you could see a little bit of rain action out of that. But yeah, I mean, we have ourselves a little area of low pressure that's getting ready to make landfall here across those locations. But anyway, so yeah, that's what we're looking at in regard to precipitation here. Now, when it does come to the, whenever it does come to the temperatures outside, honestly, yeah, quite warm here. A few thunderstorm action obviously can allow for those localized conditions to cool down here. We're seeing the, obviously for tonight, we're seeing those temperatures drop down into the upper 70s for tonight, warming well back up tomorrow into portions of the 90s again for tomorrow. For tomorrow night, dropping down into the lower 80s, upper 70s here, then warming up the day after for tomorrow, back into the 90s again. So kind of the same continuous pattern over the next few days in regard to the temperatures. Now, like I said, obviously, due to localized storms, obviously those temperatures can indeed drop dramatically right after a storm. As like I said, the warm air goes up in a thunderstorm, cools down, it sinks back down and hits the ground. So obviously, cooler air due to thunderstorm activity is definitely a possibility here for today. As like I said, there's a little bit of storm action being possible across portions here of southern Texas. But anyways, let me see here. 20 analysis is back when every day we had severe weather outlooks. I was mad at I could not watch the weather now. Now I miss severe weather. I agree, 20 analysis. Yeah, me too. Definitely do miss it as well. Devin says, any possible tropical cyclones in the models? Okay, it's actually a good question there, Devin. So let's pull back up the models here. Actually pull up tropical tidbits here. This is a great program I love to use. Probably got to zoom all the way back out again. Okay, so here we go. We'll actually pull up the, we'll take a look at the models here in the tropics, the extended range models. So obviously, like I said, I don't know if you guys have heard the update or not. Like I was telling you, we were watching that tropical system or potential tropical system in the Atlantic. Overall support has kind of died out for it, which obviously is unfortunate or fortunate, depending on which way you look at it. But anything in the far extended range, according to GFS, I mean, very, very far out, really nothing. I mean, it is really expected. The more I look at it, though, it looks like multiple waves of low-pressure systems might work their way off the eastern coast of the United States. I don't know if this could conditionally occur to be any tropical system, but watching that area where I'm paying attention, where I circle, you can kind of see how, first of all, we have ourselves a nor'easter happening here. Obviously, an area of low pressure is expected to develop here off the United States coast here on the eastern side, then followed by another one, and then followed by a possible another one. As high pressure then will set in place. So obviously, GFS is showing, I mean, maybe some of these could develop tropical characteristics. It really depends on, obviously the latitude here. But also, let's actually pull up those surface temperatures here in the western, in the western Atlantic here. Obviously, I mean, yeah, they are quite warm. I know you guys can't really see that. Tell you what, a better thing to look at would be this right here. Let's also remove our little thing. But like I said, obviously they have to be 26 degrees Celsius or warmer to honestly be considered, develop or sustainable for tropical development here. And honestly, I mean, once you kind of pass that, that Virginia line, I mean, according to what the models we just looked at were showing us, I mean, honestly, I would say it's possible. I mean, honestly, I would say it's maybe a possibility here. I mean, it's kind of showing those systems maybe developing right there off the side. So, this is probably going to need watching here. Obviously, this is just one model, too. You really can't just trust the GFS alone. I'll tell you what, let's go and zoom back into this here. Go ahead and switch back to our main screen here. But like I said, I mean, honestly, we'll just have to continue watching it here. As obviously it's probably going to need some, monitoring here. Now, I'll tell you what, let's grab another forecast model. This is our ECMWF model. First of all, yeah, this model does show that nor'easter happening a little bit more less aggressive here. Let's go back to the 12Z. This one has a lot more hours on it. But anyway, so yeah, first system, moves through, followed by another potential second system. You can see right there hitting the northeast. And then, honestly, there is a bit of support between that here. In regard to our, nothing really here in the tropics in that model as well. CMC, another model here. So, okay, kind of showing the same thing. First system moves up, second system, and yeah, honestly, there's a bit of support. So obviously, in regard to that one tropical system or that one potential tropical system that we were watching, it really doesn't look like that it's going to occur. Unfortunately, it does not, or fortunately, depending on which way you look at it. If you like tropical systems and you like to watch them and stuff like that, then obviously it's very unfortunate, but it's fortunate for a lot of people out there who don't have to actually deal with it. But anyway, so yeah, that's some good news. Nothing really in the extended range when it comes to that. I tell you what we can do, though, is we can pull up this, and we're going to make our screen a little bit larger here. This is another amount of tropical guidance that we use. Maybe I can zoom into it. Let's try this view. Maybe this will zoom in a little bit more. Yeah, so there we go. So obviously where we are seeing those lows, that's obviously that system that we're watching there. Like I said, as of right now, this thing's not supposed to, become anything, anything really tropical related anytime soon anymore. Like I said, obviously that has kind of downgraded. But anyway, so yeah, if we pay attention here over the next little bit, like I was saying, obviously we have a few of those low pressure systems moving its way off the coast here of the eastern United States. So that might be something to watch here too. But anyways, yeah, literally favorable, or those conditions for that one system we were watching, it's just going to die out here. We're not really expecting anything to really occur. But anyway, so yeah, so that's kind of, that is kind of what we are talking about. So once again, my friends, just please be safe out there. In regard to the tropics here, at least on the Atlantic side, we are not expecting anything to occur here. But yeah, let's go ahead and see here. But yeah, Daniel with another $5 super chat. My man, thank you so much. Daniel, greatly appreciate it. Yeah, Daniel, you've been absolutely generous here recently. Thank you so much, my man. Huge shout out goes to Daniel. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat. As you can see, just got back from taking pictures of the last supermoon of the year. But it's very cloudy over here, so not the best. But you win some, or you lose some, and you win some. Absolutely. So once again, thank you so much there, Daniel. There it is popping up right there. So once again, greatly appreciate it, my friend. Thank you so much. But yeah, so obviously, yeah, you do win some, you do lose some, and it's kind of the same way because I wanted to, and there's a few times where I wanted to, obviously looking for meteor showers and wanted to film it, but I haven't gotten a chance to because obviously cloud cover, which can suck. But yeah, so thank you once again, Daniel, and sorry about that you couldn't have gotten any good shots or whatever, but it happens. Obviously just accept that it happens because it can, and but yeah. So once again, thank you so much, Daniel. Greatly appreciate it, my friend. But anyways, guys, so if you have any questions, like I said, that we're here for you. Like I said, we just talked about the tropics here. We talked about what's expected in the States here over the next little bit. Like I said, obviously, we are here for you guys. We want you guys to be up to date here. I'll tell you what we can do here. Like I was telling y'all, we're definitely going to continue to watch this. And like I said, if you guys want me to do a specific forecast, like I said, obviously, tag down a zip code. We got you covered. Let's see here. Drew, thank you so much for becoming a Tropical Storm member. Drew Ferguson, thank you so much. Greatly appreciate it. And Drew, if you want a specific forecast, leave me down a zip code down below, and I will do a full-on forecast for you, my friend. Once again, special thanks to Drew and Daniel for today. Greatly appreciated. You guys absolutely rock. You guys are the best here. Let's go see. Devin says, do I think that the National Hurricane Center overpredicted the number of storms this year? So, Devin, I don't know if you saw our last tropical update, but here's the thing. Here's kind of what I think is going to happen. So, obviously, we are in a La Nina. And like I was telling you guys, La Nina events, La Nina years encourage more storms in the Atlantic and less storms in the Eastern Pacific. Now, what's happening here is obviously, like I said, obviously what is happening here is obviously, when it comes to things, I do expect that the Eastern Pacific is going to start to kind of dwindle down a little bit here. And I obviously do expect that the Atlantic is going to heat up because we are diving into a La Nina, more deeper La Nina, which kind of similar to 2020. We were in a La Nina, and moderate forecasted La Ninas is possible here. Let's see here. Tanya with another $2. Thank you so much, man. You don't have to do this, by the way. Thank you so much, though. It really does mean a lot to me. Thank you so much for helping us out, Daniel. All right, I got shots. I will DM them to you. Okay, sounds good. Thank you so much, man. Greatly, greatly appreciated. But like I said, I still honestly think that we should continue watching this here. But yeah. Let's see. Drew says 68507 Lincoln, Nebraska. I know where Lincoln, Nebraska is, but I think it's 68507 the zip code for Lincoln, Nebraska. That I don't know, but I'm going to double check just to make sure. But you said Lincoln, Nebraska, so I'm assuming that's Lincoln, Nebraska here. Let's see here. Lincoln, Nebraska here. Okay, obviously, yeah, so it does look like that is so. So obviously 68507. Yep, that's in Lincoln, Nebraska. Okay, I just want to make sure. Let's see. So Lincoln, Nebraska, particularly for Sunday for severe weather. What's my opinion on this? I know on the larger range stuff. They don't have anything yet, but so you want to know for Sunday for severity in Lincoln, Nebraska. Okay, so I got you covered, my friend. We're going to do an overall thing for you anyways. So as we move here towards Lincoln, Nebraska here, I'll go ahead and show you the current conditions here. Then we'll dive into more storms here, obviously, like I said, for the next little bit. You want to know about what's going to happen here for, like I said, you want to know what's going to happen here for Tuesday. Sunday here. So this is basically from the next few days. Anyway, so for today, I mean, obviously, conditionally towards Lincoln, Nebraska. Lincoln, Nebraska is in the southeastern side. No severe weather is expected. I mean, nothing really happening on the radar view. Tomorrow, nothing really happening. Like I said, obviously, we have that high pressure that is going to be in place across a lot of the central United States for you. But this is going to lead to some pretty nice conditions overall, but quite hot. So expect the heat to kind of just stay there. But honestly, maybe, just maybe, we honestly could see, obviously obviously nothing too crazy to happen here other than the heat. But anyway, so you want to know about Sunday. So here's the thing what we're going to do for you. Okay, so we're going to take a look at the models. I want to go ahead and show you what we could potentially see here. So let's go ahead and switch on over to this here right now, my friend. So anyways, let's go ahead and actually I did the wrong one there. So we're going to switch on over to the central United States, so central Great Plains. Like I said, Lincoln, Nebraska is here down in the southeastern side. So we'll go ahead and grab our, we're taking a look at the NAM model, or the NamNest model, by the way. We'll pull up the simulated reflectivity over the next little bit. Like I said, obviously you can see how these storms are mostly moving, like they're kind of arcing around you. I don't know if you can actually see that here. That these storms are actually like kind of doing like this. They're arcing around you. That's because the high pressure's in place and high pressure systems rotate clockwise actually. So obviously that's why all that's happening around you. So over the next few days, obviously, yeah, expect pretty decent conditions in regard to nothing really too crazy happening here. But your question was about Sunday. So as of right now, we're going to take it a step further here. We're going to take a look at the GFS model. So now we're taking a look here for Sunday. So what it kind of looks like. Obviously, according to GFS, maybe a little bit of action could occur, but let's take a look at the instability that's in the atmosphere here. Kind of looks like here, maybe for Sunday, not really too much energy is there in the atmosphere. So honestly, it's kind of questioning me if there's going to be any type of, storm action that's going to be occurring here. I'm grabbing a sounding here, by the way. Yeah, so honestly, personally, I don't think that there's really going to be any severe weather or any thunderstorms really in general that could be happening here for here for Sunday. So honestly, that's kind of what it looks like here. There's nothing really too crazy. I mean, maybe conditionally, the next possibility of maybe some storms could be maybe for Wednesday, as the far extended range kind of does show maybe a little bit of low amounts of instability here. Also for the 18th, but once again, that's like a week out from now, and it's still pretty far. So once you start to move into that category, it starts to move kind of a bit sketchy. But like I said, for Sunday, honestly, we're not really expecting anything crazy to happen. I mean, maybe a few showers, a few storms could happen. I mean, as early as Tuesday, could be possible. For Sunday, though, that's kind of what it looks like. Now, there's a little bit of instability that's here. Obviously, you can tell here this is open, available instability for storms to fire off here. But you know what? We'll just we'll see how this plays out here. So yeah, a little bit of instability, but quite dry conditions. So kind of questionable. Not really expecting anything too crazy for you. So if you have any more questions there, Drew, let me know. I'm going to be here for you, man. Thank you so much, by the way, for becoming a member for us. Greatly appreciated. It does mean a lot to me, man. Let's go ahead and take a look here. Anyways, let's go and see. Devin wants me to look at 59102. Got you covered there. So let's go and pull up here. 59102. So 59102. This is across portions of Montana. Okay, this is for you, Devin. I remember you said you're in Montana. So for Billings, Montana. Right here on the southern edge. So here we go. For the weather outlook for today, you're lucky you got yourself a radar literally right there in your location. But anyways, for tonight, a few showers, a few storms could be possible. For the most part, though, on the current view, really nothing happening. I mean, really nothing going on right now. So as of now, it doesn't really look like anything is going to happen anytime soon for you. For tomorrow, we are going to see the possibility of more showers, more storms being a possibility here. So we'll watch it. We'll see how this does play out here. We'll just keep an eye on it. We'll definitely see how this does play out here. Now for day 3, so this will be for Saturday, kind of the same thing. So really between tomorrow and the day after, so for Friday and Saturday, it's possible you could see a few showers. You could see a few storms. So that means to watch out for it for the next little bit, as a few showers and storms is possible. Now, like I said, obviously severe weather is not really expected anywhere too crazy for the United States over the next little bit. Like I said, there's a possibility of severe storms for tomorrow, but only across these dark green shaded colors here. Really small risk area here on the western side of Montana and northern side here of Idaho. But for you in Billings here, you're far away from the severe weather risk. So I'd honestly say it's looking relatively, looking relatively okay for you. So let's look out for a few showers, a few storms. Could indeed be a possibility here. So we'll just see. We'll definitely just see here how that does play out. But anyway, so yeah, that's kind of what we are looking at. So now, when it comes to the forecast models for you, my friend here, let's go and dive down into this. Let's go and pull up the NAM 3-kilometer model here. Like I said, I like to use this for the quick short-range view. Like I said, obviously no model is perfect, so we can't trust these models 100%, but obviously it's an idea. Models throw out ideas, not facts. So obviously, I mean, it's just an idea of what could potentially happen here. So, so as we do look here, it does kind of look like maybe a few showers, a few storms could happen, especially for the 13th, for the day after tomorrow. So on Saturday, I'd say it looks most probable you could see a few showers and a few storms. It's a possibility. I mean, honestly, it kind of looks like that. For tomorrow, honestly, for the 12th here, it doesn't really look like much of anything too crazy is going to happen. We actually have ourselves a area of low pressure just off the coast here of Oregon and Washington. Look at that right there. You can actually see it spinning as we do progress here in time. So yeah, we have ourselves a little bit of a system. Could drive some more rain for Washington towards the coastline, being possible. But anyways, that is that is kind of what we are talking about. That is kind of what we are actively seeing here. But anyways, but yeah, so that is actually what we are watching here as of right now. So obviously so watch out for storms. I'd say more on Saturday being a possibility here. Let's see. Drew says, Lincoln, Nebraska again. Have more of a question about Sunday night. The National Weather Service has a 30% chance for showers and thunderstorms. Do you think that would be a possibility? So like I was telling you, like we were looking at on the models, I'll go and show you guys. I'll show you once again here. Like I was saying here, it really doesn't look like there's enough energy in the atmosphere to produce. I mean, far from anything severe, anyways. If we pull up back on our main models, we'll switch to our other scene here, make it look a little bit better. Like I said, Lincoln, Nebraska here is obviously down in the southeastern side. So you're talking about towards Sunday. It honestly, the more I look at it a little bit, I mean, if you look here, there's very small amounts of energy here. I mean, literally, like I said, anything over 500 could possibly produce severe weather. There's barely enough energy in the atmosphere to produce anything crazy in regard to thunderstorms. I mean, honestly, a few rumbles of thunder, I'd say it's more unlikely than likely to happen. Now, a few showers, I mean, the way we were looking at it back on the precipitation side here, if we take a look here back at the reflectivity, is maybe a few showers could occur. You can actually see here popping up sporadically. But like I said, conditionally favorable thunderstorms is probably more unlikely. As you can actually see here, the atmosphere is very stable and very dry, which is two things that thunderstorms really can't develop in, is a dry atmosphere and a very conditionally stable atmosphere. So honestly, I'd say a few showers could happen, but minus the storms. Okay, so does that help you out there, Drew? Once again, thank you, man, for thank you for becoming a member. But yeah, so I think that's kind of what we're looking at. Like I said, it's a 30% chance. So yeah, I mean, honestly, it's a pretty low chance, but I mean, you can see it firsthand here on the models is that, yeah, there's a few chances, a few showers could happen, but in regard to storms, it's not really likely. I'd say it's more of a shower possibility than a storm thing. But like I said, obviously, for the days prior of that, I mean, it's going to be quite dry due to this ridging we have going on, due to this, current weather pattern that we are actively seeing here. Like I was showing you guys, if we take a look at the jet stream here, well up in the atmosphere. I mean, you can see its current pattern here. You can obviously see we have some ridging in the southwest and in portions here of the central United States. Like I said, this is where high pressure is actually in place. Lots and lots of high pressures in place here. Now, the area of low pressure is obviously where that little trough is. So we have the jet stream shooting north, then getting caught around the area of high pressure, then developing and shooting back up into the area of low pressure. So that is kind of what we are looking at, which high pressure usually is associated with warmer conditions and drier, obviously dry and warm conditions, while low pressure systems usually cause stormy conditions locally. So if we overlap the precipitation here, if we take a look at the precipitation, like I said, we are going to see the possibility of maybe a little bit of shower activity, maybe a little bit of storm activity across portions of the Ohio Valley into the Mid-Atlantic, mostly for portions here like between the 13th and the 15th. It's a possibility. I mean, it's honestly definitely a possibility here, as we are seeing those conditions being possible. But anyway, so yeah, really anything further than that is becoming a little bit kind of sketchy. I really don't like to look far out, past the week mark. I really don't like looking past the week mark. But anyways, yeah, I mean, that's kind of what we are seeing here. I mean, that is kind of the general idea of what we are looking at, my friends. And like I said, y'all, if you have any more questions, let me know, guys. We're going to be here for y'all. And once again, like I said, if you guys do want to have a personal forecast, like I said, join our members today here. Like I said, first link in the description. You guys can check that out here. It does not matter what level you guys are. You guys can get a personal forecast. So once again, special shout out goes to Daniel and Drew for helping out the live stream here for today. You guys are the best. Thank you all absolutely so much. It means a lot to me. Really appreciate it. So, but anyway, so yeah, that's kind of what we are looking at here. I feel like we covered a lot of things here for today. Like I said, guys, we do personal weather forecasts here every 3 days, just basically to keep up with the, we forecast 3 days and we do it every 3 days. So just kind of keep the grind going, keep the, obviously keep the trend going there. So obviously we can give you a general idea of what we can expect. But just like I said, wait for like winter months to come around here whenever we're going to start to see some snow probabilities and stuff like that. And that's going to be pretty interesting to see how that does play out there. But anyways, like I said, right now, obviously far away from that time of the year, we're going to continue watching this here. Let's see here. So again, with Lincoln, Nebraska, not storms, but more of a heat. Do I think there'll be heat advisor and excessive heat warning being issued for Saturday? So let's go ahead and see here. Like I was telling you about, though, like I said, we are expecting a lot of warm conditions here for a while. So you want to know about here for Saturday. So let's go ahead and pull up the overall surface here. We're going to pull up the temperatures really quickly. So let's go ahead and switch back to the models here really quickly. Let's see, Tano with another $2. Thank you, man. Let's just see. He sent you pictures, or sent pics to you, Andrew, and they do look good. Well, I'll take a look at those after live stream, and I'll also look at that mod application you said you sent. Thank you so much, Tano. Once again, my friend, greatly, greatly appreciated. But yeah, so Drew, let's go ahead and pull back up the models here for you, and we'll go ahead and take a look and see what we are expecting. So obviously with excessive heat warnings and stuff like that, you'd need temperatures very, very hot here. So you want to look here for Saturday. So, all right, here we go. As we move into portions on Saturday, honestly, I would definitely say it is a huge possibility that we could see some heat advisors being issued for you. Absolutely, as we are expecting those temperatures to kind of break into the upper 90s, maybe into the lower hundreds mark. That is very, very hot. Here's another model here kind of supporting it as well. This is the actual NAM model, kind of showing the same thing here. Definitely temperatures here. Here's something we can actually do here. I feel like you might find this pretty interesting to show. So let's go back here. Let's go back to numerical models. Let's do current models, and we'll go ahead and do this here real quick. Let's actually move back to our whole screen view. So let's go to the Central Great Plains. We'll look at the surface, and we'll look at the temperature here. We're going to load up all the forecast models. So you want to look here for, obviously, for Saturday. So Saturday is the 13th. And obviously the 13th, the hottest time of the day is probably around near 0Z, if not 20-something Z here. Let's try, 00Z here for the 14th, or 23Z for the 13th. I think that's probably around the hottest time. So yeah, I think that's around the hottest time of the day. So let's go ahead and load that up. We have a few models. As you can obviously tell here, yeah, temperatures in the 100 marks is definitely kind of possible here. Let's go ahead and grab another one here just from a few hours prior to this. This will give us a little bit more models. There you go, right there. Bam. So obviously, yeah, I mean, a lot of these models are showing it definitely into the very, very hot temperatures. Look at this. GFS model is actually showing you into near the 110 mark, which is absolutely nuts, which is actually really, really crazy. So, yeah, I would say either a heat advisory, I'd say rather either a heat advisory or a excessive heat warning might be needed. Let's go ahead and see here. Wow. Daniel giving memberships away. Let's go ahead and see here. So obviously, Devin, you're now a member. Well, there you go. Daniel, y'all give Daniel a big thanks here. There you go, right there. You guys have becoming a sponsor. Thank you all so much. Greatly appreciated there, Daniel, once again. So let's go see here. Vegas Time is now a member. Devin's a member. Let's see here. Baby Mexican's a member. Jessica and Tristan. All of you guys are now members, and you are now able to... you guys are now able to get personal forecasts, so we're here for you. If you want me to get a specific, like I said, if you guys want me to get a specific area or a specific, obviously a specific forecast, we are here for you. Well, there you go. Baby Mexican says, I am a member. You are indeed a member. You got to give a thanks to Daniel for actually giving you that membership for all of you guys. There you go. Absolutely. So, obviously, y'all, congratulations for the gift there. Thank you once again, Daniel, for helping out the channel. Greatly, greatly appreciated. So yeah, so Drew, definitely continue watching it here over the next little bit. Okay, so definitely keep an eye on it, as it is going to be a possibility that we could see those excessive heat warnings here for Saturday. It's definitely looking quite toasty across those locations, so you're definitely going to want to watch out for that. So, but yeah. So that is what we're looking at here. Let's go see here. $25, by the way, says Daniel. Well, thank you so much, Daniel. Greatly, greatly appreciate it, man. It means a lot to me. Thank you so much for thank you for helping us out. Greatly, greatly appreciated. Means a lot. But anyways, guys, like I said, if you want a specific forecast, tag down y'all's zip code. We got you covered here. We'll look at the specific outlook in regard to severe weather expected. We'll look at the overall, the conditional models and stuff like that. But that is kind of, that is what we are here for, guys. Like I said, we do this every single 3 days. If you guys would like to, obviously, if you guys would like to, get your personal forecast, stuff like that, every single 3 days we do these live streams that way that we can actually, give you guys updates, and that way you guys can stay prepared whenever it does come to the severe weather here. But once again, my friends, thank you all for joining us for today, and hope you all are having a wonderful, wonderful night here. Anyways, let's go and see what Drew says. So my other question about dew points, because the northern, we're here, heat advisories, excessive heat warning, needs to be dew points in the upper 60s and lower 70s, and I'm just not. So here's the thing. Let's go see is Vega Time says, why am I a member? So Vegas, someone has gifted you, or Daniel has gifted you member. That's the reason why you're a member. So give Daniel thanks for that. He actually bought your membership for you for a month. But anyway, so Drew, let's move back here really quickly, back to the models when it comes to things here. I still have this loaded up here. We'll go and pull up the dew point temperature. So for this day, we are expecting, maybe those dew points here, according to some models, maybe up between the 40s and the 60 mark. Obviously there is a little bit of disagreement. Obviously GFS is the one that's way out there. I'd honestly say between the mid to upper 40s to the, honestly here to like the 60s. Maybe even the mid-60s could be possible. So honestly, with that being said, not just hot conditions, but also, maybe even a little bit humid too. Relative humidity here, let's go and double check on that really quickly. Quite more dry according to GFS model, but honestly, relative humidity is going to be relatively, more I look at it, relatively a little bit more dry, actually, instead of that. But obviously, regardless, it depends on what model you look at and stuff like that. So, but regardless, honestly, that is what we are actively seeing here. So it's probably going to be it's mostly going to be more dry heat from what it looks like, which even at that point, it depends on how strong the winds are. Maybe even, maybe a little bit of wildfire conditions could be possible too. It just really depends on, like I said, it really just depends on when it comes to, more conditions. It has to be dry, it has to be obviously dry, and a lot of winds going on for wildfire conditions to occur. But like I was saying here, for Saturday though, over the next few days, things are going to be drying out too, because we have that high pressure that's there in effect. So obviously that is going to be something worth watching there. Alrighty guys, so that is I'm going to go and do a final call for the people who like I said, I'm going to do a final call for the people who want to Like I said, obviously want a personal forecast. Like I said, if you guys want a specific forecast, tag me down a zip code, and we got you all covered here. But other than that, we'll be heading off here relatively soon, if that is the last of it. Let's see. Christian says, Andrew, I'm a member. Well, obviously, Christian, well, there you go. So, obviously, once again, Christian, thank you so much for becoming a member here. And obviously, like I said, Daniel for Tristan, Jessica, Baby Mexican, listen to Vegas Time, and Devin, obviously, you guys are now members here, and obviously a special thanks goes to Daniel for that. Also for helping us with Channel 4 today. It means a lot, man. Greatly, greatly appreciated. So, Christian, do you want a specific forecast? Same thing for you, Vegas. Any of you guys? Let's see here. Devin says, I'm kind of freaking out. Why are you freaking out there, Devin? What's wrong? But anyway, so yeah, that's kind of, that's, really, really generous of you, Daniel. So once again, thank you so much here. Greatly appreciate it. It does mean a lot to me, and it really does help out the channel too. So thank you absolutely so much here. Let's see here. Oh my goodness, Daniel, hold on, 3-month subscription for Category 4. Andrew, I love your stuff. I really hope you know that. Like you when you or 500 subs, and now you've helped out 100+ people during stormy weather. You saved people's lives. So really, deep soul, keep doing what you are doing. Daniel, man, that's crazy. I'm kind of speechless here. So Daniel, obviously, thank you so much. I mean, seriously, that's really, really crazy. And Category 4 membership, that's very, very, like I said, that's very, very, very generous of you. But honestly, thank you so much there, Daniel. I mean, for everything you've done, for helping us out. I mean, all of you guys really thank you. But Daniel, you've really been helping out the channel here recently, and it really means a lot to me, honestly. So, but Daniel, you're very, very welcome. It's what I'm here for. I want you guys to be prepared. Or obviously, I want you guys to stay prepared, be safe, and stuff like that. So, but once again, Daniel, you're very, very welcome. And once again, thank you so much. Huge shout out goes to Daniel. Seriously, it means a lot to me. Greatly, greatly appreciated here. Let's go see. Devin says, I'm not literally freaking, let's see here. I'm not literally freaking out, but I'm surprised. Are you surprised about the membership part, Devin? Christian says, I didn't pay to become a member on YouTube. Yeah, you got gifted the membership there, Christian. So, yeah, Daniel actually gifted that membership to you. I don't know if you can... So, Daniel, I've never done this before. I've never really gifted memberships. Can you specifically pick who you want to, or does it pick random people? I actually don't understand that. But anyways, so thank you, really, Daniel, for everything. Greatly appreciated. Let's see here. Drew says, do I think that the National Weather Service in Omaha could issue an excessive heat warning or an excessive heat advisory for Saturday? And if so, when would they issue it? So they usually issue it the night before. They issue it the night before prior. That way you get an update or you get an idea of, what you can expect, or an idea of what to expect for that next day. So honestly, honestly here, like I said, it would be very, very, I'd say it's most likely for a heat advisory, but I'd say it's possible for an excessive heat warning. As we did see between the two different models there's lots and lots of disagreement here. There's lots and lots of disagreement, as the GFS was showing a little bit more hotter conditions versus some of the other models were showing a little bit more cooler. So we'll just monitor it. We'll keep an eye on it here. This is for Saturday, so obviously, let's see here. For today is Thursday, Friday, Saturday. We'll probably do another members-only live stream for Saturday, but it'll probably be after this has already happened. But anyways, that is kind of what we're looking at here. Let's go see here. Chris says, I'm back. What's up, Chris? Taylor says, I can't pick people. There's a system. I think you claim it or something. Oh, I don't know. Anyways, well, Daniel, thank you so much. Greatly, greatly appreciated. For everything tonight, for your personal memberships and for gifting the memberships and obviously the donations and super chats. Seriously, Daniel, thank you super much here. Let's go to here. Thanks, Andrew was a member free. So Christian, like I said, obviously I didn't give that to you. Obviously, like I said, this was actually gifted to you by Daniel. So yeah, give Daniel the thanks here. Daniel's the one that did that. So obviously, so Christian, you're not able to be here for us. And like I said, no matter what, guys, like I said, if you do want to become a member or stuff like that, there is that link in the description. The first link in the description, you guys can check that out. Like I said, no matter, obviously, no matter, what level you are, I will be personally giving you guys a forecast for a specific location. Like I said, just know that we're here for you guys. Just know that we are, going to continue to give you guys, information here and stuff like that in regard to things. But yeah, seriously, a huge thanks goes to Taniel for today and just in general. I mean, seriously, I really, just super thankful for Taniel and for everyone just for being here and stuff like that. So you honestly would never understand how thankful I am. But seriously, greatly appreciated, Taniel. Once again, thank you for gifting people memberships. Actually, it's the 10th person. There you go. Just gifted another membership there. Well, there you go. Well, Taniel, thank you so much here. Railfan Blake, apparently now you're a member now. Well, there you go, Taniel. Thank you so much. See, my eyes are watering because this is Christian. Well, Christian, there you go, man. Well, you're definitely set there. And Taniel, I mean, seriously, man, thank you absolutely so much for that. Seriously, it definitely does mean a lot there. But anyway, so like I said, guys, we're gonna be here for as long as we need to. Like I said, no matter what, if you guys need anything, let me know. Let me know if you guys need any personal forecasts. Like I said, once again, how this works is you guys tag down a zip code here in the chat, and we'll definitely pull it up here. And we'll look at the area, look at what you can expect here in regard to severe weather over the next few days. We'll look at the models and stuff like that. But seriously, huge shout out does indeed go to Taniel. Seriously, and everyone just for being here, for everyone here, just thank you so much. But anyways, but yeah, so that is what we're looking at here. Let's see here. Thank you. I got gifted last week there. Yeah. Chris, like I said, obviously that was from Taniel again. So Taniel has now basically given away 11 memberships to people. So honestly, thank you all so much. But anyway, so let's go ahead and move on back here. Like I said, obviously for today's severe weather outlook, like I said, as of right now, severe weather is really not happening here anymore. Like I said, that's today's outlook. Now, like I said, for tomorrow, we are going to see ourselves. We actually are going to see a possibility of a little bit more severe weather being possible here for tomorrow across portions of basically the northwestern side here of portions here of Montana. So watch out for that areas here towards like Kalispell, Mizziola. I don't know how you pronounce that exactly. Paulson, Superior, Thompson Falls, Hamilton. Those locations. Those locations honestly could see the possibility here. East here of St. Mary's, east of Orono Findo. Some weird names out there. Basically, this is actually in portions here of Idaho as well. Let's see here. Taniel, thank you so much, man. Once again, I mean, honestly, Taniel, you don't have to do this. Let's see here. Andrew, I am so close to crying. Taniel, it's all right, man. Thank you so much, though. It really does mean a lot to me. And really, you really have done a lot for us recently. So thank you. So much. Like I said, I'm super thankful for you. I'm thankful for everything that you've done. Thank you so much here. Like I said, for tomorrow's severe weather, though, like I said, the only concern is actually damaging winds. So obviously, that's some great news that tornadoes and hail is not really a concern here. Like I said, we're not really expecting anything too crazy in the severe weather world. Finally, after months and months, we finally have, indeed, like I said, we have finally indeed have seen conditions start to die down. I'm not going to jinx it. I'm knocking on wood here. I'm not going to jinx it. Obviously, like I said, right now, at least according to the climate, the CFS model, the climate forecasting system, the crazy part is that it does show a little bit maybe more activity happening in September, which is pretty crazy. Let's see. Mrs. Nana says, I don't know who gifted mine, but thank you. Yeah, Tano, you're the only one who's actually gifted people on our channel. So, Miss Anonymous, Taniel is the one who gifted your membership. Yeah, so that's another reason, special shout out, special thanks goes to Taniel. I mean, seriously, this man's been helping the channel since day one. I mean, seriously, it's greatly appreciated. And, I mean, really for all of you guys. I mean, just all of you guys in general, thank you for being here. Seriously, it means a lot. And like I said, if you want a personal forecast, let me know here because we'll be heading off here relatively soon. Like I said, we'll stay here as long as we need to, but like I said, this is a final call. Like I said, if anyone has any questions here, and once again, like I said, if you guys don't know how to become a member, if you want to get personal forecasts here, like I said, we do this every single 3 days or so. Like I said, the first link in the description, you guys can, here's my tablet here, you can actually see for all the super chat, where the super chat came in here and everything. But if you see this, you see a little arrow that points down right here under the big screen part. you can actually see how it pops up this the 3 links here. If you click on the link, it'll lead you to the page here. No matter what level you guys are, you can get personal forecasts here. So if that's something you'd be interested in, definitely consider checking it out. Like I said, they're actually half off the price here. Anyways, but yeah, so that's what we're looking at here. So Christian says, what category of hurricane on the member channel? I guess you were talking about you. Taniel, I don't really know I don't know what level he gifted. It just says that he gifted it. But anyways, but honestly, yeah, thank you so much, Taniel. I would say, yeah, obviously I can't tell you that. If I look later on, I can be able to tell you, but right now I can't really tell you. But yeah, so once again, thank you so much, Taniel. Greatly appreciate it. But yeah, so that is what we are watching, y'all. That is actively what we are seeing here now for Saturday. No severe weather is expected. We're not really expecting anything too crazy to be happening here. So I feel like we've really touched up on everything we need to here for tonight. So, once again, special shout out goes to Taniel, as well as Drew. Thank you so much for becoming a member, and obviously, like I said, obviously Taniel has gifted members to people. So, to our members, our new members out there, obviously welcome and congratulations. Definitely is like I said, obviously definitely is awesome, and congratulations there. And but once again, my friends, just thank you all for being here. Thank you guys for hanging out with us for today. Definitely means a lot. I'm not sure what we're gonna be doing tomorrow because, like I said, obviously, there's a little bit of severe weather expected. I don't plan on doing any coverage for it. The only way I'll be doing coverage for it is if there's some form of upgrade. If there's some form of upgrade here. Taniel says, I am done for today. Well, definitely good there, Taniel. Like I said, you don't have to do all that, my friend. Seriously, Taniel, you do not have to, do all that for us. It's greatly appreciated. It really, seriously means a lot, but man, you don't got to do that. But honestly, like I said, obviously, thank you so much, and honestly, you guys are the best. Chris says, when my membership expires, I want to renew it. Well, it's up to you, my friend. It's up to you. But anyways, y'all, thank you so much for joining us here for today. I hope y'all have a wonderful rest of your night here. Like I said, if you guys have any more questions, we have ourselves our Discord, stuff like that. Join our Discord here. It just now popped up in the chat. If you guys want to check all that stuff out there. Anyways, I think Cat 1 is member giving, says Taniel. Oh, I got you. Well, honestly, thank you so much, Taniel, for the super chats. Obviously, for you becoming a member for the next 3 months, and obviously for all gifting all those memberships to people. Greatly generous of you, and greatly appreciated too. But yeah, but like I said, you guys, that's gonna go ahead and probably wrap it up here for today. Obviously, thank you all for joining us here, for tonight, and obviously, God bless you guys. Hope you all have a wonderful rest of your night here. Like I said, we'll probably see you tomorrow. I'm not exactly sure what's in the plan. Maybe another update video. We'll see, like we did today. Like I said, obviously, we'll probably do a video if we're not going to do any severe weather coverage. Like I said, the only way we're going to be doing severe weather coverage is only if, that severe weather threat gets upgraded in regard to risk or overall 2 out of 3 things being possible. But yeah. But that is what we are looking at here as of right now. But yeah, thank you so much for joining us, guys. Hope you all have a wonderful rest of your night. Huge shout out goes to Taniel once again. Thank you so much, man. And Drew, thank you for becoming a member. Yeah, thank you for becoming a membership. Thank you for becoming a member, my friend. Greatly appreciate it. Definitely means a lot to me. Anyways, y'all, hope y'all take care. Hope y'all have a wonderful rest of your night. And alrighty, guys, we're gonna be heading off here right now. But guys, we'll catch you tomorrow at some point. We'll figure out what we're going to do here for tomorrow. Take care, y'all. I'll catch you all then. Thank you guys so much for joining us, and we'll see you all here tomorrow. Peace out, y'all.
Sioux City and 81 at Kansas City. Under clear skies, Concordia, Kansas reported 72, North Platte reported 83, and Valentine reported 85. At Des Moines, it was partly cloudy with a temperature of 74. It was mostly cloudy, with a temperature of 75 at Sioux Falls and 82 in Denver. Once again, at 10 p.m. in Omaha, it was 81 degrees under partly cloudy skies.